June 23rd. It's been a little while since I updated you all, but I've been keeping track of little notes each day of what I want to share. I'm at Steven's house, and my motorcycle's behind me here, and that's Steven's Jeep. And then I'm actually currently waiting to work on my 4Runner for a reason that I'll actually share with you. So let's see. I'm feeling good. I'm missing Steven. Life is feeling a little bit mundane right now. I'm still like getting myself out of my pocket of comfortableness and just being a loner by trying to get doing things with people and hanging out with people. Like I hung out with a friend, Taylor. She cut my hair one time, and she is up in New Bern, and she and I went out to a restaurant called The Vine up in New Bern, and I really love this place. It's beautiful. It's got a nice ambiance. They've got good healthy food there. So she and I met up there and hung out for maybe like an hour-ish, and just had a good time. And the funny thing is her birthday was yesterday, so that's super fun. So happy birthday, Taylor. So I was anxious to like go at first, but then I knew it would be good for me, so I went. All right, let's see. For the Homeland Made business, I made I did some like product shots, which is a good step for me because that's kind of hard for me to, like, making the product is easy. It's the taking pictures, it's the marketing, it's putting on social media, it's putting it on Etsy, and it's figuring out the website and how do I promote it. And so that's all the extra stuff. So I'm in the process of trying to figure out like a routine with that on like how does that look, what are the steps that I take and whatnot. So took some pictures of new products of my like cactus pieces, so that was good to take pictures of. I also worked on a piece in Canva, which is like a postcard, like a 5x7 postcard that would get sent in packages that kind of shares as a really cute picture of Steven and I, and then it like tells them a little bit about Homeland Made and who we are, and then it like has like a call to action to have them email me if they're interested in joining like an artist community. And so that was good for me to get done. I worked on a piece yesterday for a friend. I have done a feather piece in the past, like a little feather piece where it's like dark green on the background and the white feather like pops out. I tried it yesterday, and for some reason it did not go as well the first time I made it. And so like some of the paint came up when I was pulling up the stencil, so I don't know if I left it on too long. There's so much trial and error that comes with creating these things, and it's not just quick and easy. I'm sure it will be when I get it like down, but because I'm still learning and like doing product development, it's taking a little bit longer to try to like figure out. And then yesterday actually I had my peer group, so that might have been one of the best peer groups that I had that I felt like was helpful. And I got some really good feedback on like the postcard. I had sent it to them asking people for some feedback, and got some really helpful feedback, and so that's just good direction for me. I wish I could meet with these people like every single day, or at least like my Freedom to Play group every single day, because it's just that little bit, every week I'm going so slightly. Like my goal this week is to finish like module 5 of my like making artwork business course. I'm trying to get back on top of it. All right, I think that's enough of Homeland Made business talk. The birds, the baby birds in the front, they're doing really good. They're starting to look really gross, not in a bad way. It's just like, you know, when their feathers like start to come in and it's like just like the bottom quill part coming out of their skin and they just look nasty. That's where they're at right now. They're totally all popped up. They're all popped up on the edge of, like, their heads are on the edge of the nest, and it's sad now. Like, I take pictures, so they're house finches, and they're known for, as they grow up, to keep the nest clean, they like go up to the edge of the nest, poop on the edge of the nest, and then go back into the nest. So the entire edge of the nest is like full of poop now, and it's just gross and nasty. I was telling Steven, I was like, ew, I don't want all that poop on my plant, like that's nasty. And he's like, oh, that's fine, you'll just take the nest out when they fly away, and then you can just water it and it will all like, it'll become like fertilizer for the plant. Okay, that's fine. But they're all very happy. I did add a like bell bird seed to like a tree like in the front a little ways away from the nest, and I was worried that might, so all these like bigger birds started going there. Not that much bigger, but finches, you know, are super tiny as it is, and all these bigger birds, and like some of them were aggressive, and like, this is my bird seed, and I was just like, oh my goodness, I hope I'm not causing stress for the little finches and the parents, because I probably read way too much stuff about birds, to be honest, having to do with this like baby bird experience. If the parents are too stressed, they can like push the babies out of the nest, and I'm like, oh, that's terrible. And then there was another finch mama, like not the original mama, another finch mama that came and like trying, and like they kept chasing her off. I'm like, what is that all about? So then I looked into that, and I've seen where some finches, like house finches, will like bully people, they'll go in, they'll push all the babies out whether they're ready to or not, and they'll take over. They're like, take over the nest for themselves. And I'm like, oh my goodness, this whole parent, like I've been calling myself like the grandma of the birdies. It's funny. But anyways, I keep a little eye out every morning, and then I have to water the plant. So every morning I go out there very quietly and like water the plant and like make sure the babies don't get wet. And they've been fine. The mom and the dad are still coming back and feeding them, and that's all fine. And there is like a finch bird seed up against the window that I was hoping that they would see, but they haven't found it yet. And then I started realizing I'm thankful they haven't found it yet, because then that means other finches will come and maybe that would disturb them. And so there's just too much drama with this birdie stuff. I need to just let nature be. The bell seed is almost up, and I've seen 2 times this big fat squirrel come up and eat a bunch of the seeds. So thankfully that's almost done, and then all those birds will kind of like go away. I love seeing the birds, but my baby birds are more important to me right now. That's that. Let's see. So the reason why I'm working on my 4Runner is because, so the tint on my 4Runner that is the original tint that I got as soon as I got the 4Runner. Like that's the first thing I got done when I had the 4Runner shipped brand new to Colorado when I was first living in Colorado when I was 25. The first thing I got done was the tint. And since then I haven't had any issues with it. Like in California they don't like check, technically it shouldn't be that dark, but like there's not an inspection like there is out here. So I knew I was gonna have to get it done, and I didn't know the percentage, so I took it to a tint person just to like ask, hey, what is the percentage on this? It's supposed to be at 35, technically 32%, and mine was at 18, and he's just like, yeah, nobody's gonna pass that. No one's even gonna let like that slide. And I'm like, no, this is my tint from the beginning. And so I had to pay $40 for that to get removed, and then another chunk to get it applied at like the stupid 35%. And now it looks all gross and yellow, and I don't like it. Steven was so sweet and paid for it, which was nice. So that took a while. Then from there, I took the 4Runner to get inspected, and it failed because, and I've never done an inspection before, so I don't know what they're looking for. So I was like, okay, the tint's taken care of. I don't have a license plate light because I'm kind of janky, and, well, I'm not janky. A long time ago when I was driving, I didn't use lock nuts for the official, like I have an aftermarket bumper, so I didn't have I hadn't used lock nuts to be able to put in for the license plate on the back. I can show you in a second. So I put it on, tightened it. They weren't lock nuts. Somewhere between Southern California and Mammoth, I lost my license plate. And so now, because I don't have that mount and I don't want to pay $50 to get another mount, it's just zip tied on. this is how it's on. Actually, that looks loose. This needs to be tightened, it looks like. Looks like that broke. Whoops. And then, so it's a little janky. It's a little janky. But anyway, so it failed because it doesn't have a light on it. That's why it failed. So I ordered a solar light because I don't want to do all the wiring and whatnot to it. And honestly, even if I had that mount, it didn't have light on it, so it wouldn't have passed. So I have like a little janky, like solar light that's gonna like hang on it. That should be arriving today. And then the horn is also not working. That's totally random. So that's what I'm waiting for right now. Like as I'm making this video, I just disconnected the battery, and because I'm working with the airbag and I'm terrified of things blowing up in my face, I am waiting for it to like officially disconnect battery stuff so I don't have airbags blowing up in my face. And then yeah, so it's the 23rd, and you start getting like a late fee and interest charged on the 1st of the next following month. So I'm trying to move on that. It's irritating. This whole inspection thing is dumb, in my opinion. To be fair, I understand the horn. When the last I haven't had a horn for a while, but like the last 3 weeks of me traveling, I must say it was really annoying. And I was crossing my fingers and praying like, please don't hit me, please don't hit me, please don't hit me. And I trying to honk the horn and it didn't work. So everything was fine though. Let's see. I'm sorry this is extra long, but like I said, I got a lot to cover. The sunsets have been gorgeous here the last couple days. Just absolutely amazing. I organized the bathroom officially, so that was yesterday that I finished it, and it looks really good. I actually will probably walk you up there to show you it because I'm actually really proud of it. There's a lot of stuff that I brought to the table, and okay, now that I've made a video 2 times and it keeps cutting me out, I think I've removed that really long video, and I'll be quick on this. But I wanted to tell you a little bit update on the wedding stuff. I'm waiting to hear back from the venue for me to be able to look at the contract and kind of finalize all the details regarding the venue. I am working on some letters to be able to send to the bridesmaids. I have like this pretty little package, and then I'm printing out like a really cute picture of us, and like a little 5x7 postcard that gives information about like what the colors are. Here's like a little glimpse and like look at it of like here's the wedding colors, and I just absolutely love my wedding colors. Steven has helped with that too. I never would have thought I would have had green in the wedding, but I think the whole like Marine Corps has helped me be open to it, and it's very like natural, like nature inspired colors. So that is that. And then the last thing I wanted to show you was the bathroom. Funny thing, really quick, between making these videos, the post office got here, so the little solar light for the license plate is here, which is awesome. So that's charging up, and hopefully that will take care of that. And then I will take care of the horn stuff right after this video. So here's like, it looks like very nice, you know, and inside everything is very organized, and everything it can get like to accessibility like really easily, you know, like everything has a drawer, everything can slide out. I love that. And then over here, same thing. It's just really nice, really organized. I'm very happy about it. And now like the counter's all like clear and nice. That is it. Thank you for walking on the tour through the house of my organization. And now my last piece of organization is this mess. So gotta figure out where to put all these clothes. That's it. I'll be back when I'm back.